Hello, I'm the Renegade Gamer. Like I said earlier, I was going to do a Final Fantasy VII video on itself on the remake. Now, I was planning initially to go through the entire trailer again. Unfortunately, I'm in an area I don't have great data, so unless you want to wait like another day or two when I can actually get a trailer downloaded. It's funny because I can upload, I just can't download. Anyway, we're getting off topic. So the E3 conference has now gone. We saw a lot about how this game is going to be going. They talked about the combat a lot. Basically, I was correct in some of my statements. The two ATB bars down here are going to correlate with the command action. Although when you hit the thing, it stops time, and you'll be able to do abilities and use items and use magic and everything. Looks like it's going to use a charge. We saw a first fight against Guard Scorpion in full, and how this combat system would actually work in the session. The combat looks fucking great. I really like the combat system that they went with here. Mixture of action, the ATB system, and a little bit of a wait time. So yeah, really good design. Looks phenomenal. You have the chip damage, of course. You have limit breaks. You have. We saw that the fire spell was being used as for MP, which is hilarious because that's what it was in the original. We saw several different types of enemies. One that was a boss that's in Hojo's lab. I don't remember the damn thing's boss. It's an abomination that you fight right before you meet. It's either right after you meet Hojo or right before you meet Hojo. I can't remember. Even though I just played the game not too long ago, it's a little bit of events are a little bit muddy in my head. But yeah, we saw them. We saw the Saigon, the car mech boss thing. We saw Eris. She was looked like she was doing Healing Wind at one point. This was all in just the conference part. This wasn't the trailer that we got to. I'm going to be talking about that in a minute. Dude came back on stage. Nomura was there. He was discussing this stuff. They stated that this game was going to be had enough content to fill up two DVDs. Two Blu-rays. My bad. Of course, it has enough content to fill up two DVDs. What doesn't? But they never did come out and completely say how many parts this game's going to be released in. That's one of the things that bugs me. We still don't know how many parts of this game is going to be released in. We don't know exactly where this game's going to end. I know they said it has Midgar comprised of it, but they didn't actually say that this entire game is going to be just Midgar. So I don't know. I really don't. I want to know. It's like, how many parts is this game going to be? Is it going to be 2 parts? Is it going to be 3 parts? We're looking at 10 parts. Where's this game officially ending at? Everything we've seen up to this point has been up to basically Midgar. But that doesn't necessarily mean this game ends in Midgar. I mean, there's a lot of games that just showed off, the very first part of the game, but they don't actually showed off all the rest of it. So, I don't know. I'm hoping that we get more clarification within the next coming months. I guess we'll find out. I know I may sound like an idiot, but it's just something I want to know. Where exactly is this ending? Because they didn't actually give a crystal clear answer. Anyway, I went off on a huge tangent there. Yeah, so we saw that. We saw. See what else? What else they talked about? The game is available for pre-order. This is something I want to mention before I get into the trailer itself. This is interesting because the pre-order is about $70. It's about $79.99 when I checked it out. It comes with an art book, soundtrack. I think it was the soundtrack came with. But 2 summons and 1 exclusive summon if you get the deluxe edition. Now, these 3 summons are were never in the game to begin with. One of them is the Chocobo chick. That is the exclusive one. The other two were Cactar and actually I don't remember what the other one is off the top of my head. Damn it. Okay, there was another one. I just can't recall what it was. It was something that's fairly memorable. But yeah, you get 3 summons. I know somebody in the comments going to cover that. I just want to make it apparent that they have 3 summons coming out so far. If you do this Deluxe Edition. So let's get into the real trailer. The trailer. The real trailer to me was the battle system at the very beginning. But the trailer that I released last night, this is an extended version of it. We got a little more information of it. We also got a little bit fewer weirder things in it, to be honest with you, that I'm willing to bet you probably didn't pick up on if you watched the video on E3. First and foremost, the thing I noticed is that you had the motorcycle scene, right? Now, where Cloud's riding a motorcycle, the first thing that mostly pops in a lot of people's heads is the escape from Shinra headquarters. What can't be? Why can't it be the escape from Shinra headquarters? He has Jesse riding right behind him. It can't be the escape from Shinra headquarters unless she dies later in the game. So, or she doesn't die at all. So we know that that's something that's different. It actually looks like the motorcycle scene is taking place during the in the train subway section. So no, it did show gameplay where he was doing the slashing of the enemies next to him. But yeah, I wanted to point that out because I haven't really seen a lot of people talking about that. That is not from the escape from Shinra. You know, that it can't be because she's riding right behind him. And it's her model that's riding behind him. It's not Tifa, and it's not Eris. It's clearly Jesse's model. Next thing was we saw Tifa. I like Tifa's design. I do. I realize that the entire internet's going to go bonkers about her. That half of them are going to be like in favor of her design, half of them will be against their design. You're going to have the SJWs over here. They're going to be pissed off because she has like breasts. Nobody's going to be happy, unfortunately. But I did like her design. Now they did change a few things. They changed the color of her gloves. They gave her stockings. It's kind of stockings, kind of leggings more like it, and some socks down the bottom. Her hair is a little bit shorter. It doesn't go into the dolphin tail at the bottom of the hairline. I don't know. They changed They changed a few aspects here and there. I like the design. I mean, she looks like Tifa to me. She still looks like Tifa. Her fighting style is interesting because it's basically just martial artists. And I did see somersault being used during the combat when you're playing as her. And since you can play as each of the characters, I'm guessing if you wanted to, you could solo this game with just Tifa, which would be interesting. But yeah, she looked great. She looked phenomenal. The voice actress that was playing her, she sounded very good so far. It really does seem like they changed the entire voice cast in this game. Steve Martin doesn't seem to be playing Cloud. George Newberry, I think his name, doesn't seem to be voicing Sephiroth, although that is not confirmed. I can't confirm that because I haven't been able to confirm that yet. But it does seem like all the normal people that's been voicing these people have moved on or are not voicing them anymore, which is kind of sad. But the voices that they got seem to be working really well. We get a scene in the bar with Cloud and Tifa. They're drinking and talking with one another. It's a nice little scene. It looks like. Let's see what else here. I guess the big scene. So at the very end of the trailer, we get the big scene where Cloud is talking with Sephiroth. Now, I'm still not 100% certain if this is set up in a calm flashback or not. My gut is telling me it isn't, which means that it's more changes to the remake, which is fine. I mean, we're not going to get the original game, unfortunately. It's going to be well, I mean, we always have the original game, but anyway, I'm getting off track. Talking. This isn't going to be just a calm. This isn't a calm cutscene. This looks like Sephiroth is indeed being introduced a lot earlier through visions and ghostly appearances for Cloud to see, which makes me wonder about the very first scene of the game, or that I was talking about in the video yesterday, where Aerith touches Cloud, and this big giant swirling black thing goes around him. I'm curious if that's actually kind of a precursor to Sephiroth. Maybe she can see it as well as Cloud can. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we see the scene, and it looks great. Sephiroth is shown off in his glory. Cloud looks great working against him. It's really well done. So, I mean, it does pose a lot of questions. I'm really curious about where they're going here. Overall, I am very satisfied with what I've seen from Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I am extremely satisfied, honestly. I'm looking forward to this game. It comes out in March the 3rd of 2020. I will be picking it up ASAP. Musical-wise, I do hear the beats and melodies in it. I do know it's Himatsu redoing the track. We still haven't got enough of it to really make a definitive opinion on it. But from what I've heard, it sounds okay so far. I need to spend more time with it, to be honest with you. Graphically, it's Square. It's graphics. That's what they do. We do graphics. RPGs for across the nation. Anyway, but yeah, there was a lot that was shown off in this trailer. There was a lot that was expressed at this conference. We saw a shitload of gameplay, and we got basically a hard line of how this combat system works. So I'm looking forward to it. I figure we'll probably get a few more trailers here and there. We'll probably get a trailer within the next coming months of other aspects of the game. I don't know. I'm hoping that we get a hard line of where this game ends at, because the rumors are all over the place. There's rumors that it's only taking place in Midgard. There's rumors that it takes place right in Calm. There's rumors that it takes place that ends right after the end of Disc 1, which I'm avoiding a spoiler there. There's rumors that it ends at the boat. All I want is a hard cut line of where this game ends. And yeah, but other than that, I am excited. I'm looking forward to this game. I'm just hoping it lives up to everything that it's doing. So far, it looks like it. So anyway, I'm the Renegade Gamer. Y'all take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.